Out in the forest behind the UA dorms.
Panting. Wow. You're so good at this, Deku-kun.
Thanks.
I never expected you to be so good at handling zero gravity.
Nervously laughing. You're just a good teacher, Uraraka-san. Izuku jumped straight from one tree to another, grabbing hold of a branch to keep himself from floating off.
Thanks for the compliment, but really, you picked this up way faster than anyone else. Yes, even I had some difficulties with this training.
I even had the assistance of Dark Shadow, and I didn't pick this up nearly as quickly. Woo! Everyone watched as Izuku flew directly overhead.
Staring in awe. Whoa! That was so pretty.
I thought for a second I could see wings.
Midoriya's silhouette practically made him look like an angel. Kero.
Unbeknownst to the others, Izuku flinched as he overheard what his friends were saying.
Well, I mean, Deku-kun is amazing. So him being an angel would not surprise me.
Indeed. Face of a boy that feels terrible about something. Izuku shook his head and pushed off the tree he was on, aiming for the base of one nearby his friends. Okay, I think I'm good, Uraraka.
Alright. Release.
As Uraraka released Izuku, he dropped down to his feet. Thanks.
Notices he seems upset. No problem, but, are you okay?
Trying to play it off. Ah, yeah?
Are you sure? You look as though something is bothering you. Kero.
Yes, if there is something we can help with, please let us know. Guys, it's nothing for you to have to worry about. Maybe not, but if we can be of assistance, I would gladly help.
Yeah, come on, Deku-kun, we're friends, aren't we? And friends help each other anytime we can. Kero.
Well, if you insist. Nervously, Izuku gulped and began to take his jacket and shirt off.
Suddenly blushing and flustered. Deku-kun, what are you doing?
Uraraka's surprise slowly turned into shock as she saw what Izuku wanted to show his friends. I found out something recently. Faces of people completely caught off guard.
Deku-kun. You have wings?
Yeah, they grew in about a week ago. Grew in?
Did you get them
What do
because
you
of a
mean
cord?
grew
Wait,
in?
how did you hide them under your shirt like that?
Whoa. One question at a time, please. Very overwhelmed, Deku. After a second, the trio looked at each other and then nodded.
Okay, so the first question, that at least I want answered, is, how did you hide those wings? We should have at least seen something before now.
Ah, okay, that one I can answer. You see, my wings are actually made out of a mixture of clouds and light, and I can compress them against my body until they are, practically, paper thin. So you wouldn't have seen them no matter how hard you looked. Though, I'll have trouble hiding them when they get bigger.
What? That is weird. Kero.
Okay, now I have to know what you meant by, they grew in. Giving Midoriya a quizzical look. Ah, well that. I'm not too sure about myself. My mom just told me it was about time for them to grow in, so I was just saying that because she did.
Okay. So this is some kind of delayed mutation quirk, right?
I wish. That would make more sense. Unfortunately, these aren't related to quirks at all. As if to emphasize the point, Izuku's wings flapped a little. Then, how do you have them? Wincing a little. I have them because of my dad.
Confused and questioning look. What do you mean by that?
My dad is an angel. There was a moment of pause, as the trio tried to process that information. You mean? His quirk was angel. Right?
I mean, that has to be it. Right? Kero.
Again. I wish that was it, but no. He's an actual angel, as in one of the heavenly messengers of God.
Shocked and speechless Sue and Tokoyami. You're an actual angel, Deku-kun?
Cringes a little. Half angel, my mom is a human. The silence that followed seemed almost impossible to break for those present. Nervously looking down. I know this is a bit awkward, but could you all please keep this a secret?
Blinks. Yeah, of course, Midoriya.
Can I ask why? I will obviously, but I'd like to know why you'd hide this.
Can I touch your wings?
Both Sue and Tokoyami look at Uraraka.
What? They look soft.
I guess. As Uraraka walked around to Izuku's back, Izuku looked to Tokoyami. My main reason is because apparently, I'd be in serious danger if a demon found out. Juvenile angels are apparently really weak to demons, and demon spawn. And if any of them find me, I'll be hunted like an animal. Tokoyami nodded and looked Izuku in the eye. It will be my honor to keep your secret.
Yes, I do not want my friends to be hunted. Karo.
Izuku suddenly jumped, as Uraraka began to carefully touch his wings.
Oops. Are you okay? I didn't hurt you, did I?
Nah, no, it just felt odd. Embarrassed because he jumped like a frightened cat.
Do you want me to not do this then?
No. You can still continue if you want. I was just surprised is all.
Okay.
Uraraka gently began to touch Izuku's wings.
They feel so firm, yet soft.
Blushing in embarrassment. Thanks.
Midoriya?
Yes, Sue?
Looking at him questioningly. Are your wings sensitive?
Yes, you seem flustered. A little. They are brand new after all. It's gonna take some time for them to become more durable. Izuku looked over his shoulder, and just barely saw Uraraka rubbing her cheek with one of his wings.
Oh my god, this is heaven. Smile that looks like it's on cloud 9.
Looking at Uraraka questioningly. Speaking of, that brings up the question of what heaven is even like. Do you know? Only a little. My mom told me that Dad described it as a wonderland of joy and socialism. Though that was mostly just his sphere of heaven.
His sphere?
Yeah, from what I understand, heaven is actually multiple areas or spheres. Each one connected with one of the 7 heavenly virtues. And I believe my father is from the sphere of diligence. Both Sue and Tokoyami looked at Izuku in an odd way. What? Thinking back on it, yeah, that should have been obvious.
Out of all of the virtues, diligence is the best fit for you. Karo.
Ignoring the sudden weight on his back, Izuku looked at his friends like they had just said he had a second head. How is that obvious? You are so dedicated to heroics that it borders on obsession. You literally study every aspect to such a degree, that it's easy for us to ask you practically anything about any hero, and expect an immediate answer.
You also do everything you can to help others, and assist in their growth as a hero as well. Karo. You put your all into your work.
And a perfect example is your notebook, and the Deku mumbles. Is it really that bad? Midoriya, someone put a video of you muttering to yourself online and it went viral. Shocked to hear about that. It what?
You became a meme overnight. Karo.
Oh, come on. Thinking about something. You know, I'm kind of curious. Do you know why your father was drawn to your mother? Huh? Well, she did say he used to tell her she had patience that rivaled most of the inhabitants of the sphere of forgiveness/patience.
Wondering about the implications of that. That's interesting. Karo. Deku-kun?
Yes, Uraraka-san?
I love you. Will you marry me?
There was a long pause as everyone slowly turned to look at Uraraka. She seemed partially dazed and in a somewhat sleepy state. Goes bright red. What? Uraraka slowly brought her face up to his.
I said, I love you. Will you marry me? Unsure about what is happening. Ochako, are you okay? Perfectly.
Aren't you moving a little fast? Concerned that something is very wrong here.
Maybe a little, but I want to spend the rest of my life with Deku-kun. My angel, my savior, and the man of my dreams.
Huh? What? Who? Sue noticed that Uraraka wasn't breaking eye contact with Izuku, not even to answer the previous questions.
Ochako. Please back away from me, Doria.
Uraraka blinked, and looked at Sue in the most unsettlingly sweet way possible.
Why?
Because it's obvious you are making Midoriya uncomfortable, and sending him into shock. Uraraka looked back at Izuku, then took a couple steps back.
Sorry, Deku-kun, I didn't mean to make you uncomfortable.
Izuku.exe has suffered a fatal crash.
Ochako, could you get me some water? Karo. Sure.
As Uraraka walked off, Sue looked at Midoriya.
What did you do? Karo.
Sad because he's being blamed. I didn't do anything. That was not like Uraraka.
No, it was not.
I swear, I really didn't do anything, guys. Maybe it's got something to do with your wings. Huh? Your wings? Uraraka was touching them before the sudden change in her behavior. Maybe there's something you don't know about them that you should. Give me a second to call my mom.
I would like to hear this, so if you could please put her on speaker, that would be nice. Karo.
Izuku grabbed his phone, quickly called his mom and clicked the speaker button.
Hello?
Hey mom, you're on speakerphone with me and a couple of friends.
Oh, thank you for letting me know. Hello?
Greetings, Ms. Midoriya.
Hello, ma'am.
Mom, my friends here know.
Ah. Well, if you trust them, Izuku, then I trust your judgment.
Thanks. The reason I called was to ask you something. You see, one more friend of mine also knows, and she asked if she could touch my wings. I let her and now she's acting a little different.
Ooh. I see. I forgot about telling you, but angel wings have an odd effect on humans, my little angel. You see, the wings give off an energy that is comforting and relaxing to people. For most people, prolonged exposure basically will leave them in a sense of euphoria and calm that will take a day or two to pass.
By, for most people, I'm guessing that means that it can have a different effect on others.
Yes. In rare occasions like mine, it can make some people more honest than they normally would be. What do you mean? Karo. Well, if a person has feelings for the angel in question, the wings effects will amplify their feelings. I still remember asking my husband to marry me while we were cuddling and he had me wrapped in his wings. It was so embarrassing once the effects slowly faded.
Face of an Izuku that wished he hadn't learned this the hard way. That would have been good to know.
Sorry. I didn't think it would come up so soon.
It was at this moment that Uraraka came walking back up with a cold water bottle.
Here you go, Sue. Ah, thank you. Hello? Hello? Who are you?
This is my mom. I was calling her to ask her about my wings.
Oh, okay. It's nice to meet you, Ms. Midoriya. I hope we get to know each other well. Same to you. Are you the one who was touching my little angel's wings? Yes, they made me feel so safe and happy. I only hope I can make Deku happy like that if he accepts my proposal.
Ack. Uraraka-san. Everyone could hear Inko giggling on the phone.
Dear, I understand how you feel, but give it some time. You're under an affect that is making you a little too relaxed. I imagine you'll be heavily embarrassed by tomorrow. Oh, okay. Thank you for telling me. No problem. Now I have to go. Have a nice day, all of you.
The group all gave Inko a nice goodbye before Izuku hung up. Izuku also decided to put his shirt and jacket back on.
She was nice.
Yeah. I think it would be a good idea to call our training complete for today. Hoping he can get away from this embarrassment quickly face.
I agree. Come on, Ochako. You're gonna want me nearby when this finally wears off. Karo.
Good idea. I'm gonna go do my homework. Sounds like a plan. Thanks for keeping my secret.
Thank you for trusting us.
Uraraka walked up and kissed Izuku's cheek.
See you later, Deku-kun.
Uraraka walked off, leaving Izuku practically comatose for Sue and Tokoyami to deal with. The end. For now.